And I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show. Right? You've seen this guy play before. You've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him.
And down he goes back into 3. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
They'll leave it with him. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll return it from around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Clemson's offense headed on to the field. Now a first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hot mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. It's Fafita. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Craig. And he
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not that they had time to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back.
Going the other way, and he's got room.
These are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback. You've got to protect the football. Big time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off and just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he added the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now they're trying to get things back on track. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that 1st down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of quarterbacks around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They're going to run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clemson is quick to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best blocks defenders you can find in the entire country.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. No greater force on that than his new guy is trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now on the option. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And the heat will get it home. And the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, the discipline of this defense, not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Getting their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff that easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's a fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
On to attempt to try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags. That trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. He's got him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats. We've played 1 period. Started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had him. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Clemson has their paws on him. They'll send out the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson jumps to the line. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you've got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's
just can't hold the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked with the first one.
You're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to the big tight end. On
And it's on third downs like this that you want to attack the middle of the field. You got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this moment.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll put it at the 16. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this will be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They'll run for it. They stop and short, marking the final run down. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Anderson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 on the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Kramer.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in run.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a short tackle. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The defense will converge, and out of he goes at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. Just keep swinging it. It's caught. That'll be enough for a first down. They've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Operating in the red zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll give it to him again. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle by Singleton. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's around.
Yeah, man, them boys trying to fight us, man. Yeah, he like last.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's more. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Let's go.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I got some tight end. My tight end number 11. Damn, I get his name. That boy, cold.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give on the inside. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. he's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in that.
LSU ready to put it away and open this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, we won't be off the edge. Just with positive yards, make the right read the guy if he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next one.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. This time on target. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Offense changing the play. This is a design run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Like it breaking down. And as Rogers gets there, it's home. Gets him down at the 23.
And the QB has had a nice drive. This offense has been throwing the football on the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 11 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the boot, looking for his man. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
LSU right back to the line. Off couple possessions really need to cash in on this drive. Jammed in the middle, it's Anderson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Fafita. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, get more clock, get enough score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Throws to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given him a boost. Instead, it'll be thrown down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in here, he got the long touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one girl. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's great. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Quarterback extends the play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Ball with a dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Craven. Breaks into the open. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on them. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wants to go up top with the catch. It's Craver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll do it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Give to the running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Crosses the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Clemson jumps to the line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. We saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive?
Brings it in down the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's got it on the right. And just a short and safe pass away. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Got his man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
Motion from the wideout. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The officials stopped the clock. Will be keeping a timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. To the air, it's Fafita. Makes the grab on the left. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Hacked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll take it himself. Got a little space. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yards. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing
It's always good to come out strong. I like what we saw. We still work on some things. We got to get it together.
do a better job individually, but that's why you play the game. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.